Hello friends. Today it's going to be a little different from usual. Today's video is focused on broadening your mind with events that are happening in the world of data. Stay with me till the end. In the process, I will discuss why artificial general purpose intelligence is a big threat, and if you are in IT analytics, what are the roles to look out for in the new era. The answer is difficult and only time will prove what is going to happen. But if you can understand the shift systematically, you can take the best call for the next 5 years of your career.
Please like, share, subscribe Data Bicep.
Hello friends, welcome to another episode of Data Bicep. Have you heard the name of Sam Altman? He is one of the most talked about people right now who possibly have taken the whole world hostage. Are you thinking, why am I saying this? Because he is the CEO of OpenAI, the company which created ChatGPT and DALL-E as one of the first effective general-purpose artificial intelligence. And since then, AI replacing many careers has become a hot topic of debate across the globe. And he said this few weeks back addressing US congressmen.
Let me ask you what your biggest nightmare is and whether you share that concern.
Like with all technological revolutions, I expect there to be significant impact on jobs, but exactly what that impact looks like is very difficult to predict.
So the question is, if AI is replacing human, then what are the jobs at risk? Why are those at risk? And most importantly, being in the field of technology, does that impact us? The answers are difficult and only time will prove what is going to happen. But if you can understand the shift systematically, you can take the best call for the next 5 years of your career. So it's important that you stay till the end. In order to understand the shift, we have to take help from history a bit. Modern industrial revolution has 4 phases. First modern industrial revolution happened during mid-1800 with invention of steam engine. That's the first time when automation replaced manual work. But because of that, many new careers started to flourish, and the middle income group and middle class citizens grew in numbers. The next industrial revolution happened during early 1900 with invention of electricity. That's when again a lot of people went out of job, especially who were too much dependent on steam powered automation. But it created the modern society full of opportunities. Our fathers and great grandfathers and that generation greatly benefited because of that. The third industrial revolution happened towards the end of 1900 with mass adoption of microchips and computers. There was again a human cry that computers will eradicate jobs, and it rightly did so in few pockets. But at the same time, it created significant amount of new jobs in many folds, and Indian IT industry is a primary example of that. Now we are living in fourth industrial revolution, that is the era of rising artificial and collective intelligence. The reason this revolution is different from the first two is because earlier, machines automated the muscle power, but AI brought the promise of automating something because of which human became the supreme species on the earth, that is our brain power. So there is a huge cry again that AI will replace human being. But if you look deep, artificial general purpose intelligence is a new kid in the block. It definitely has potential to eliminate jobs, but that brings huge potential as well. And it talks about growth of new kind of jobs. Every revolution replaced old career options with new type of career choices, and that shift never happened overnight. So instead of procrastinating, you should have a plan to exploit the privileges that you have today to prepare for the future. And the best part is that a lot of future is dependent on data. If you are in the field of data, build your career on that. We are working on a video to show how to use AI for job search. That is how to use AIs from resume writing to finding suitable jobs and to applying to get screened. Please subscribe to Data Bicep and click the bell icon to get notified of such videos. Coming back to the original topic, it's important to understand what type of careers are at risk and what could possibly be the new career options. We generally say that AI will replace human being, but if you look deep, it's not just one big bang. There are broadly 2 steps in machine doing jobs: augmentation of AI and automation because of AI. Augmentation is when you use AI as a tool to improve your efficiency. If your work falls in this bucket, you would need to learn new skills to progress in your career. In extreme cases, automation is when AI replaces the need of human intervention and eventually replaces humans. If your work falls in that bucket, then you need to be prepared for the next type of career. But the good news is that every job profile has somewhat mixture of work that can either be augmented or be replaced. Accenture published a report. You can pause the screen here and you can see that. It talks about what are the different job profiles and how much is it expected to be affected because of generative AI, especially LLM-based AI. So you can safely say that if you are working in the field of IT and software, you will see a lot of AI augmentation in your work. But AI will not replace your job completely, at least in the short period of time. If we categorize all jobs in the scale from highly operational like customer support, agency, financial accountancy, etc., to highly creative like content development, art development, etc., traditional AI is automating the bottom processes, and AI and generative AI is promises to augment the top section. But we see a significant demand of skilled human labor in the middle section, and fortunately, data analysts fall in that middle section. Hence, the big question is, which jobs are getting replaced and where is the demand growing? As for the Future Job Report published by World Economic Forum, we see a significant demand boost for technical skills that will help to drive technical automation through cognitive intelligence. Data analysts are sixth fastest growing job category in that. If you are starting your career today or already a few years into the career of data analytics, you are in the sweetest spot. You need to just update yourself with advancement of AI. If you remember, I said this in one of my videos about generative AI. Generative AI still needs some time to become mainstream, and at the same time, it has to overcome few other hurdles as well, which are not always technical, but sometimes socio-political as well. And you guess what? IBM said the same while addressing the congressman in US.
A major company like IBM to come before this committee and say to the government, please regulate us. Can you explain the difference in thinking from the past and now?
Yeah, absolutely. So for us, this comes back to the issue of trust and trust in the technology. Trust is our license to operate, as I mentioned in my remarks. And so we firmly believe, and we've been calling for precision regulation of artificial intelligence for years now. This is not a new position. We think that technology needs to be deployed in a responsible and clear way, that we've taken principles around that, trust and transparency, we call them, are principles that were articulated years ago, and build them into practices. That's why we're here advocating for precision regulatory approach. So we think that AI should be regulated at the point of risk, essentially, and that's the point at which technology meets society.
You can watch the full video here. Otherwise, I will give the link in the description section. So my suggestion is, if you dream to become a good data analyst, go for it. Don't get too carried away by the threat of generative AI. Just try to learn new skills to become more valuable today. Employability is more important than employment. Let me leave you with a thought. If you have already spent few years in IT and understand SDLC processes, what other developers do you think will get replaced first? I can give a first hint, possibly web developers and maybe DevOps, but please do comment what do you think. We do a lot of research to bring content in a concise and structured way. If you like our content, please subscribe to Data Bicep and don't forget to like, share this video. We will meet again next week. Bye-bye.